30 awesome games that I think deserve a rating of 10 out of 10 and are near perfect. While nothing is perfect and everything has its fair share of flaws and cons, but I hope you get the point. Let's look at the first game on our list. Assassin's Creed 2.
Get down, damn!
Assassin's Creed 2 is often called the best game in the series. Released in 2009, it follows Ezio Auditore, a young Italian whose family is killed. Ezio's story of revenge spans 22 years, showing his growth from a carefree youth to a wise assassin. The game shines with its improved combat and stealth mechanics. You get various weapons and gadgets, making fights more fun and stealth more strategic. The open world is beautiful, taking you through cities like Florence and Venice, each filled with life and details. And the graphics still look good today, especially with the Ezio collection on consoles. While there are a few bugs and the PC controls are better with a controller, the game remains enjoyable.
Why don't we explore other options?
Even years later, Assassin's Creed 2 is worth playing. Its engaging story, memorable characters, and solid gameplay make it a timeless classic. If you haven't played it yet, now's a great time to dive in. This is one of the best Assassin's Creed game ever. Portal.
You did it.
Portal is a great game. For such a simple gameplay mechanics, its execution is done flawlessly with brilliant puzzles that test your logic skills as well as your reactions. It is also funny, which a lot of puzzle games seem to lack. I wasn't expecting to love Portal as much as I did. I was relatively distant from the Valve universe and had heard and knew what Portal was and went into this experience expecting to like what I played, but I came out loving its design and story a lot more than I thought I would.
Long time.
Portal is a short game, and I did not enjoy the later half of the game as much as the labs, as it felt like it was elongated for no reason with no new puzzles to experience, but the majority of the game was spent feeling joy and was extremely rewarding to play. Overall, Portal is an amazing game at its core. It's funny, exciting, challenging, and it is impressive what has been done with so little actual mechanics. This is a great experience, and I would highly recommend it to any players that like a good puzzle game. Days Gone. The game's mechanics involve using the environment creatively to fend off relentless waves of undead, demonstrating impressive technology and dynamic gameplay. Set in an open world, Days Gone follows Deacon's journey to find his wife Sarah after a zombie outbreak in Oregon. As a biker gang member, Deacon traverses the world on his motorcycle, which requires refueling and repairs. The game emphasizes stealth and craftable melee weapons, adding layers of strategy to encounters with freakers and infected animals like wolves and bears. Although originally slated for a 2018 release, the game was delayed to 2019. Despite strong initial sales, its critical reception was mixed, earning a 71 on Metacritic. While praised for visuals and intense battles, the story was seen as lackluster in the second half. The open world featured typical objectives like clearing nests and enemy camps, but maintaining the motorcycle could become tedious. Post-launch updates improved the game significantly, adding new difficulties, survival challenges, and quality of life features. These updates and a subsequent PC release garnered positive feedback, highlighting the game's potential that was initially overlooked. Despite its issues, Days Gone offers a unique experience with high production values and an engaging open world filled with zombies. It may not have matched the success of other Sony titles, but it's still worth playing for its distinct blend of action and survival mechanics. BioShock 2007. BioShock, released back in 2007, is set in an atmospheric underwater city called Rapture. As you arrive, the city's eerie beauty and crumbling state immediately draw you in. The game starts with intense action, throwing you into encounters with hostile residents called Splicers. The atmosphere is incredibly immersive, making you feel the dread and mystery around every corner. You play as a survivor who gains powers called plasmids. These powers, along with a variety of weapons, allow for diverse and strategic combat. The game is packed with creative weapons like shotguns, crossbows, and even a grenade launcher. Each weapon feels unique, and the AI responds intelligently to your actions, adding depth to the encounters. Exploration is a key part of BioShock. Every level is filled with details and stories that enrich the world. You'll find audio diaries and hidden loot, making every corner worth exploring. The enemies you face are varied and challenging, from regular splicers to the terrifying Big Daddies, whose heavy footsteps will make you reconsider your strategy.
That's the Big Daddy.
The story is another highlight, with a twist that enhances the gameplay and keeps you engaged. The narrative is delivered through the environment and characters, making it a unique storytelling experience that couldn't be replicated in any other medium. Despite being 17 years old, BioShock remains a groundbreaking game with its exceptional atmosphere, creative gameplay, and compelling story. It's definitely worth playing in 2024, offering a memorable experience that stands the test of time. Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2 is a masterpiece that didn't get the attention it deserved, released between Call of Duty and Battlefield. Despite this, Respawn Entertainment created one of the best first-person shooters ever. The campaign is a standout, following Jack Cooper and his Titan BT on an unforgettable journey. The level design is exceptional, featuring advanced movement mechanics like sprinting, double jumping, wall running, and sliding. One memorable level involves seamlessly teleporting through time to fight enemies from different periods. The game's mechanics force you to use every skill to survive. The third level, set in a factory building homes, perfectly showcases the game's innovative design. You navigate upside-down buildings, take out enemies, and feel like a true pilot of BT. The game keeps adding new challenges and increasing verticality, making every level a thrilling experience. BT is central to the story, adding depth and emotional weight. The bond between Jack and BT makes the campaign special, offering various loadouts and making each battle unique. The sound design is flawless, with every step and shot feeling impactful. The multiplayer mode is just as impressive, with tight gunplay, fantastic map design, and minimal microtransactions. Customization options for pilots and Titans are vast, enhancing the gameplay. Despite server issues in the past, Titanfall 2's multiplayer remains engaging and fun. Overall, Titanfall 2 is an incredible game, blending a phenomenal campaign with excellent multiplayer. It's a must-play, even in 2024, proving itself as a timeless masterpiece. Cyberpunk 2077. Cyberpunk 2077 launched with a lot of hype and mixed reviews. Set in the dystopian Night City, the game combines a futuristic setting with cybernetic enhancements. You play as V, a mercenary on a quest to find a way to remove a biochip from your brain that contains the digital ghost of rockstar Johnny Silverhand. The game excels in its art style and atmosphere. Night City is beautifully crafted, blending sleek technology with gritty environments. The graphics, despite some glitches, are impressive, especially with features like ray tracing. The gameplay is where Cyberpunk 2077 shines. It offers a variety of combat styles, from traditional gunplay to hacking and stealth. The game provides multiple ways to approach missions, making each playthrough unique. The AI is smart, and enemy factions have distinct behaviors, adding depth to encounters. The weapon variety is extensive, including tech weapons, smart weapons, and power weapons, each offering different playstyles. The RPG elements are robust, with a complex upgrade system and cybernetic implants that enhance your abilities. The perk trees allow for diverse character builds, making the gameplay flexible and engaging. However, the game's role-playing aspects are somewhat limited, with choices having minimal impact on the story. The narrative is compelling, focusing on themes of mortality and identity. Johnny Silverhand's character adds depth to the story, and the voice acting is strong throughout. The story explores the impact of cybernetic enhancements on humanity in the quest for immortality. Despite its rocky launch, Cyberpunk 2077 offers a rich, immersive experience with engaging gameplay and a captivating story. It's worth playing, especially if you enjoy action-packed RPGs with a strong narrative focus. Max Payne 3. Max Payne 3 came out in 2012 and is still impressive today. You play as Max Payne, a troubled former cop dealing with the loss of his wife and daughter. Now working private security for the Bronco family, Max finds himself protecting them from numerous enemies. The story is dark and gripping, with Max's character depth and narration adding a unique touch. The gameplay is a highlight, with satisfying gunplay and stylish mechanics. You can use a variety of weapons, including pistols, SMGs, and shotguns. The iconic bullet time feature lets you slow down time for cinematic kills, and the last stand mechanic gives you a chance to survive near-death moments. The game is brutal and gory, enhancing the action movie feel.
Heads up!
Level design is varied, taking you through cemeteries, yachts, prisons, and more. The game's linear structure is refreshing in a world dominated by open-world games, offering a focused and intense experience. The graphics hold up well, with beautiful lighting and reflections. Despite some minor bugs, the game runs smoothly on PC. In conclusion, Max Payne 3 is worth playing in 2024. It offers a compelling story, stylish gameplay, and excellent level design. You can often find it on sale for a great price, making it a fantastic deal. If you enjoy action-packed shooters with a cinematic feel, Max Payne 3 is a must-play. Uncharted 4, released in 2016, still looks amazing. If you ask me, it doesn't seem older than 2018. The graphics are stunning, especially the pirate and Libertalia mansions. It's hard to believe this game is 8 years old. This game was my first experience with the Uncharted series, and it left me emotional. The developers put so much effort into it, making it truly feel like a rare gem. It's a masterpiece that surpassed all my expectations.
Travel the world.
Graphically and mechanically, it's the best in the series. Naughty Dog went all out with this one. The story is gripping, and the acting is top-notch. It's the peak of a series, with everything from gameplay to animation done superbly. Nathan Drake's final adventure is different from the earlier games. While it has thrilling action scenes, it focuses more on a heartfelt story with relatable characters. The game introduces some exploration elements, but remains a well-paced linear adventure. You'll travel through various locations and time periods, making for an engaging experience. The gameplay and visuals are still stunning today, showing how well Naughty Dog nailed it with Uncharted 4. This game is definitely worth playing, even years after its release. Valiant Hearts: The Great War. Valiant Hearts: The Great War is a unique game that combines an educational, moving story with engaging gameplay. Set during World War I, this puzzle/adventure side-scroller features multiple protagonists, each with their own emotional journey. Despite its cartoonish appearance, the game portrays the grim reality of war, showing the immense suffering of both soldiers and civilians. The game's graphic design, soundtrack, and simple yet engaging puzzles are exceptionally well done. Historical facts and tidbits are seamlessly integrated into the narrative, making you deeply care for each character. The knowledge you gain about World War I while playing is invaluable, providing a perspective that traditional education often misses. The blend of animation and music elevates the experience, striking a chord with any player, especially those who appreciate the emotional impact of a well-crafted soundtrack. The game's dedication to historical accuracy adds a profound layer to its storytelling, making major battles and events hit hard emotionally. Valiant Hearts is a concise game, taking about 7 hours to complete, but every moment is impactful. The ending is particularly memorable, leaving a lasting impression. It's a game that you may not want to replay immediately due to its emotional weight, but it's definitely worth every penny. If you're a history fan, this game is a must-play. War makes men mad. This phrase resonates deeply throughout the game. Valiant Hearts: The Great War is a 10 out of 10 experience. Batman: Arkham Knight. Batman: Arkham Knight was released almost 10 years ago, concluding the story of the Dark Knight. The game takes place over Halloween night, with Scarecrow and the mysterious Arkham Knight as the main villains. The story is filled with action, twists, and moments of redemption, though some characters don't get as much screen time as they deserve. The game's open world feels complete, with Gotham City brought to life in stunning detail. One of the highlights is the ability to glide around the city with Batman's suit, which is both satisfying and immersive. Side missions are engaging, though the Riddler's 200+ trophies might test your patience. The Batmobile is finally drivable in this game, offering fast, tank-like driving that's a lot of fun. You can even upgrade it with points you earn throughout the game. Combat is smooth and enjoyable, though it can be frustrating when enemies interrupt your combos. Batman's stealth abilities add a strategic element to fights, especially against armed foes. The skill tree offers 6 categories: Gadget Tech, Gadget Skills, Combat, Batsuit, Batmobile, and Batmobile Weapons. Each category provides valuable upgrades, allowing you to tailor your playstyle. Overall, Batman Arkham Knight is a great game for Batman fans. While some storylines could have been wrapped up better, the game offers a fun and action-packed experience. The graphics, gameplay, and open world are all top-notch, making it worth playing even years after its release. If you're a fan of The Dark Knight, give this game a go. It's an adventure you won't want to miss. Skyrim. Skyrim, released over a decade ago, still holds a strong player base and reputation. This open-world RPG is all about fighting monsters, saving maidens, and gaining powerful gear while exploring a vast, immersive world. From the start, you have the freedom to explore side quests and get lost in the wilderness, making the game feel magical and captivating. The game's progression system lets you unlock new skills and gear, enhancing your character's abilities. You can choose different playstyles, such as a stealthy archer or a powerful warrior, giving the game plenty of replayability. Exploring the open world is a significant part of the experience, with numerous side quests and random events keeping things fresh. Additionally, the modding community offers endless possibilities for customization and extended gameplay. Graphically, Skyrim looked fantastic when it launched and still holds up well today. The sound design and music are exceptional, adding to the game's immersive atmosphere. The story, based on Norse mythology, is engaging and filled with mystery, encouraging you to uncover its secrets. However, the game has its drawbacks. Combat can feel clunky and outdated, and the grinding and leveling of skills can be tedious. The character customization is less comprehensive compared to previous Elder Scrolls games, which limits replayability. Despite these issues, Skyrim remains a fantastic game with a strong nostalgic appeal. In conclusion, Skyrim is a classic must-play game. While some aspects may feel dated, the game's immersive world, engaging story, and vast modding options make it worth playing even today. If you haven't tried Skyrim yet, it's definitely worth picking up for a magical and memorable gaming experience. Metro Exodus. Metro Exodus is a first-person shooter set in a post-apocalyptic world where Russia was devastated by nuclear war, forcing survivors underground. You play as Artyom, who believes there is a safe place above ground and embarks on a journey to find it. The game is a sequel to Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light, but takes a different direction, focusing more on open-world exploration. The immersion factor in Metro Exodus is outstanding. The developers put immense care into making you feel like you're truly in this world, with detailed animations and sound design enhancing the experience. From wiping your mask when it gets dirty to the impactful recoil of your gun, everything feels real and engaging. The story is about more than just survival. It's about humanity, connection, and hope. The narrative takes you through various visually diverse locations, from swamps to deserts to lush forests, each with its own unique challenges and perspectives on survival. The characters, including Artyom, Anna, and Miller, are well developed and get their moments to shine. Gameplay is where Metro Exodus truly excels. The gunplay is fantastic, with each weapon having its own personality and feel. You can customize your weapons with various attachments, making combat fresh and exciting. The game's enemy variety keeps you on your toes, with each area presenting new threats and challenges. The semi-open world design encourages exploration, rewarding you with valuable items and upgrades. Despite some AI issues, the overall gameplay experience is smooth and satisfying. The game also features multiple difficulty levels, allowing you to tailor the challenge to your preference. In conclusion, Metro Exodus is a must-play for fans of first-person shooters and immersive storytelling. Its blend of engaging gameplay, compelling narrative, and detailed world-building makes it a standout title. Whether you've played the previous games or not, Metro Exodus offers a unique and unforgettable experience. Dying Light 1. Dying Light is an action-packed zombie game that combines intense combat with parkour. Released in 2015, the game continues to be popular, especially with all the DLCs and expansions available for a great price during sales. The story follows Kyle Crane, a character who didn't resonate much with me, but many players seem to like him. The plot is pretty generic for a zombie game and features a lackluster villain. However, the story gets the job done by providing a backdrop for the real star of the game, the gameplay. Combat in Dying Light is incredibly satisfying. You'll use a variety of weapons to slice, shoot, and smash zombies in creative ways. The parkour system allows for fluid movement across the environment, making zombie encounters dynamic and thrilling. Human enemies are less fun to fight, often feeling frustrating and dodging attacks unrealistically. At night, the game shifts from action to horror, with more dangerous zombies emerging. This adds a layer of tension and variety, effectively giving you two games in one. The nighttime gameplay is both nerve-wracking and addictive, making it a standout feature. Customization is extensive, with a plethora of weapon mods to experiment with. The world of Heron is a well-designed playground for your parkour and combat exploits, even though it can feel a bit repetitive after long sessions. Side missions and random events offer some additional activities, but they're not particularly memorable. The DLC, especially the following expansion, adds significant value, introducing new maps and vehicles, enhancing the overall experience. In conclusion, Dying Light is a fantastic game for zombie genre fans, offering one of the best close-quarters combat systems around. The game shines in its gameplay mechanics, making it well worth the price, especially during sales. If you haven't played it yet, now is a great time to dive in. Last of Us Part 1 Remake. The Last of Us Part 1 is an exceptional yet conservative remake of the 2013 classic. While it doesn't take many risks, it delivers a faithful recreation with stunning visuals and refined gameplay. Built from the ground up for the PS5, this remake features major improvements in animation and facial expressions, adding emotional depth to the already moving story. The game's graphics are a visual treat, particularly in outdoor environments, although some interiors use lower resolution assets. Gameplay remains largely the same, with minor improvements. The combat feels familiar, but I missed enhanced stealth options like going prone. The AI for both enemies and companions has been improved, making the game more challenging and enjoyable. While the DualSense features are present, their implementation is inconsistent, especially compared to other PS5 titles like Astro's Playroom. Despite this, the visceral and fun combat of the original game holds up well. Overall, The Last of Us Part 1 offers a beautifully crafted experience with better graphics, animations, and AI, making it worth revisiting this post-apocalyptic world. Though it could have included more gameplay enhancements, the game remains a standout title. Mark of the Ninja.
You will feel the scorpion.
Mark of the Ninja is one of the best stealth games ever made. Developed by Klei Entertainment, the game places you in control of a modern-day ninja marked with ancient tattoos that grant special abilities. The catch? These tattoos will eventually drive you insane. The narrative is simple but effective, carrying you through meticulously designed levels with elegance. One of the game's standout features is its elegant presentation. The cartoonish style communicates crucial information seamlessly. Darker tones for shadows, white surfaces for climbable areas, and expanding circles to visualize sound. This ensures you're always aware of your surroundings without feeling overwhelmed. The sleek stealth mechanics make you feel like a true ninja. Movement is swift and precise, and quick assassinations require skillful button prompts, adding weight to each kill. The game offers a growing toolbox of items like kunai, smoke bombs, and traps, allowing for creative problem solving. The skill tree provides new tools rather than direct upgrades, encouraging experimentation. Masterful level design is another highlight. Each level is a puzzle box with multiple solutions, ensuring you never feel restricted to a single path. The game introduces new challenges and environments, keeping the experience fresh. Special challenges and collectible scrolls add scalable difficulty for all types of players. A Plague Tale Requiem. If you enjoyed the 2019's hit, A Plague Tale: Innocence, you're in for a treat. This sequel picks up the story of siblings Amisha and Hugo, delivering a bigger and more intense adventure. The stakes are higher, the locations are more diverse, and new characters add depth and unexpected twists to the narrative. The heart of the game lies in the relationship between Amisha and Hugo. The voice acting is top-notch, bringing their bond to life in a convincing and emotionally impactful way. You'll feel every moment of their struggle and determination as they navigate this plague-ridden world.
From sea.
Gameplay-wise, A Plague Tale Requiem builds on its predecessor's stealth mechanics while introducing new elements. Amisha is more capable this time, with new tools and abilities that keep the gameplay fresh. The stealth encounters are challenging, with larger areas and more verticality, making each section feel like a puzzle to solve. One standout aspect is the game's visual and audio design. The environments are stunning, with breathtaking scenery and gruesome, plague-filled imagery. The orchestral soundtrack elevates the epic feel of the adventure, making every moment memorable. However, it's worth noting that the game's performance on PS5 can be inconsistent, with frame rate dips during intense scenes. While this didn't make the game unplayable, it was a noticeable issue. Overall, Plague Tale Requiem is a must-play for fans of story-driven adventures. It combines a gripping narrative with satisfying stealth gameplay, all set in a beautifully crafted world. If you're looking for an epic adventure that hits all the right emotional notes, this game is for you. Hitman Trilogy. Hitman 3 refines and perfects the gameplay formula introduced in the first two games. The levels are tighter, more interesting, and filled with intricate details that make each assassination mission a unique experience. The story, while still somewhat secondary, adds more context and agency to your missions, making it feel like a more cohesive narrative journey. The maps in Hitman 3 are some of the best in the series. From the mystery-filled Dartmoor Manor to the vibrant streets of Chongqing, each location is meticulously crafted. These environments are less overwhelming and more focused, which I found more engaging and replayable. The gameplay is where Hitman 3 truly shines. It encourages creativity and improvisation with a variety of tools and methods to take down your targets. The absurdity and dark humor are still intact, allowing you to disguise yourself in ridiculous costumes and use bizarre weapons like fish or muffins to eliminate your targets.
Free!
One of my favorite aspects is the balance between serious and wacky elements, keeping the game fun and unpredictable. The addition of new gameplay mechanics and the improved AI make each mission feel fresh and challenging. The game's performance and visuals are top-notch, with stunning graphics and smooth gameplay. The soundtrack, featuring nostalgic nods to classic Hitman scores, adds to the overall immersive experience. If you're a fan of the series or new to Hitman, Hitman 3 is a must-play. It perfects the formula with refined gameplay, captivating levels, and a fitting conclusion to Agent 47's story. Don't miss out on this thrilling stealth adventure. Spider-Man 2018 Remastered PC. Spider-Man has consistently delivered iconic games, and Insomniac's 2018 title stands out as a modern classic. Now available on PC through Epic and Steam, this game has been expertly ported by Nixes, ensuring enhanced visuals and performance. Swinging through New York as Spider-Man feels as exhilarating as ever. The port includes full mouse and keyboard control, Steam input customization, and PlayStation DualSense controller support. The responsive controls and fluid animations make you truly feel like the iconic superhero. Visually, the game is impressive, with detailed environments and enhanced ray tracing. Overall, Spider-Man on PC is a thrilling experience, combining smooth swinging mechanics, challenging combat, and an engaging storyline. Despite a few minor issues, the port is solid, offering an excellent way for PC gamers to explore this incredible version of New York City. If you're a Spider-Man or superhero fan, this game is a must-play, now enhanced for the PC platform. Insomniac's Spider-Man continues to be a benchmark for superhero games. With the added power of PC, the game looks and feels better than ever. Whether you're swinging through the city, taking down bad guys, or uncovering the deep narrative, Spider-Man on PC is an unforgettable experience. I just hope we get Spider-Man 2 on PC sometime soon. Uncharted 2. Before we talk about Uncharted 2, here's my ranking of the best Uncharted games. Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. For the third spot, I'm not 100% sure, but either Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception or Uncharted The Lost Legacy. Same with the fourth, either Lost Legacy or Uncharted 3. Can't quite decide. And then Uncharted Drake's Fortune. Anyways, let's talk about why Uncharted 2 is a 10 out of 10 masterpiece along with Uncharted 4. Uncharted 2 Among Thieves starts with a bang, as Nate finds himself on a crashed train hanging off a cliff in the middle of a frigid mountain. This immediate dive into action sets the tone for a game that's more action-packed than its predecessor. Uncharted 2 improves on its predecessor in every aspect. Nate handles much better, making movement and combat smoother and more satisfying. The hand-to-hand combat has been reworked to feel more impactful, and the platforming is integrated seamlessly with the game's pacing, providing a more organic and exciting experience. The characters are well developed, with memorable performances and emotional arcs that enhance the story. Uncharted 2 is known for its thrilling action set pieces, such as the memorable train sequence, rooftop chases, and intense firefights. These moments are packed with adrenaline and technical excellence, making the game feel like a blockbuster movie. In conclusion, Uncharted 2 Among Thieves is a masterpiece that set a new standard for action-adventure games. It improves upon its predecessor in every way, offering a thrilling, cinematic experience that remains engaging and fun to this day. With its perfect blend of action, storytelling, and technical prowess, it's no wonder this game is considered one of the greatest of its generation. Yakuza 0. Yakuza 0 serves as a prequel to the Yakuza series, offering a detailed origin story for two iconic characters, Kiryu Kazuma and Goro Majima. The narrative is split between these protagonists, each navigating their own complex paths. Kiryu, framed for murder in the critical Empty Lot, and Majima, striving to rejoin the Yakuza by managing a high-end cabaret club, are embroiled in a plot centered around this coveted piece of real estate. Each character operates within distinct cityscapes, Kiryu in Kamurocho, Tokyo, and Majima in Sotenbori, Osaka. These areas are vibrant with activities, from random street brawls to diverse minigames like bowling, darts, and even phone dating. The game's structure mirrors that of a JRPG, with random encounters and a beat-em-up combat style. Both characters have 3 fighting styles plus a secret one, enhancing combat with unique moves and the iconic, often humorous, heat actions. Character progression revolves around earning cash, a nod to Japan's booming 80s economy. Players can invest in skills and unlock permanent upgrades at shrines. The story and characters in Yakuza 0 are standout features. The blend of gangster melodrama and rich character development makes for a compelling experience. Villains are realistically motivated and genuinely detestable, enhancing the narrative. However, the first few chapters can be slow, potentially discouraging new players. It's advisable to focus on the main story initially, as side content can disrupt pacing but is not missable. The game also exhibits some jank, such as an odd upgrade system and inconsistent balance. In summary, Yakuza 0 is a must-play, especially for newcomers to the series. Its excellent story, fantastic characters, engaging side content, and rich world make it a memorable gaming experience. The juxtaposition of goofiness and serious melodrama works wonderfully, creating a unique and enjoyable game. If you're even remotely interested in the Yakuza franchise, Yakuza 0 is the perfect entry point. Detroit Become Human.
What are you waiting for? Chase it!
Detroit Become Human is an emotionally charged, action-packed cinematic experience where every decision you make impacts the story's outcome, with numerous possible endings that could even lead to the death of your favorite characters. You play as 3 different androids in a near-future setting where many humans are jobless, and androids are on the verge of rebellion. Each chapter involves navigating enclosed environments, choosing dialogue options, analyzing clues, and reconstructing events using your android's capabilities. Interacting with the environment often means pushing a button or two, but even simple interactions can unlock new dialogue options or story branches. The game features 3 main characters. Their stories are interconnected, and your choices determine how their paths cross, with 32 chapters in total. The game isn't open world, but instead focuses on enclosed spaces where you investigate clues and reconstruct events. Interactions are basic, but rewarding, often unlocking new story branches. Combat is basic, relying on quick-time events to block punches or dodge bullets. The game's strength lies in its storytelling and the impactful decisions you make. Each choice shapes the narrative, making you contemplate every decision carefully. At the end of each chapter, a decision tree summarizes your choices and highlights alternative paths, encouraging replayability. This system, combined with the game's visuals and acting, creates one of the most immersive gameplay experiences available. Detroit Become Human has a minimal learning curve, making it accessible to everyone. The story takes around 10 hours to complete, but the replayability is nearly infinite. The game is often discounted, so it's worth waiting for a sale. In conclusion, everyone should play Detroit Become Human at some point. Its quality storytelling, emotional depth, and immersive experience transcend typical gaming genres. Even if you're not usually into sci-fi settings, the core story and characters will captivate you. Detroit Become Human is a must-play. If you enjoy titles like Heavy Rain or Beyond Two Souls, this game is a clear upgrade. And if you love it, make sure to check out Beyond Two Souls as well. Tomb Raider 2013. Crystal Dynamics rebooted the series back in 2013, and it's the same studio that made Marvel's Avengers, so it's interesting to see how one of their older games holds up. When you start Tomb Raider 2013, you're not playing as the confident Lara Croft we all know. Instead, she's a scared young woman, just trying to survive. The story is a classic coming-of-age tale, but it's done really well. You get some great side characters too, although I wish they had more screen time. Gameplay kicks off with basic platforming and a tutorial on how to use the bow, which is Lara's new weapon. There's also hunting, which isn't particularly useful, but it's a nice touch. You quickly learn the cover mechanics and how to adapt to different enemies. As Lara learns to survive and help her friends, you learn to use all the weapons at your disposal. I was a bit bummed that you can't use the classic double pistols, but it's understandable since this is a reboot. The characters are surprisingly well thought out. You've got Ross, who's like the dad of the group, trying to teach Lara about the tough realities of life, and Jonah, who's more of a badass protector. Lara herself is really well done. She starts off a bit annoying, doing the classic game protagonist thing of whining a lot, but her character development is handled well. By the end, she's grown so much, and it's fun to see. As for the gameplay, it's good, though the AI could have been better. It's clear that Crystal Dynamics focused more on telling a story through the gameplay. You upgrade weapons, adapt to various tombs, and get new abilities for traversal. The puzzles aren't too hard, but they do make you think a bit. And customization is pretty cool. You can upgrade weapons and skills to suit your playstyle. Now, some people say Tomb Raider is just an Uncharted knockoff, but I disagree. Both games have their own strengths. Tomb Raider offers more customization and optional tombs, which adds replay value. If you like Uncharted, you'll probably enjoy Tomb Raider too. Overall, I think Tomb Raider 2013 is definitely worth buying in 2024. The story is engaging, the gameplay is satisfying, and Lara's character development is fantastic. Whether you're a longtime fan or new to the series, this game is a great adventure. It is near perfect and deserves a rating of 10 out of 10. Wolfenstein Old Blood. Wolfenstein The Old Blood, a standalone expansion and prequel to Wolfenstein The New Order. Released back in 2015, this game has aged surprisingly well and still stands out in the world of first-person shooters. The game takes us back to 1946 in an alternate history where you play as the war veteran William B.J. Blazkowicz. It brilliantly combines classic FPS nostalgia with modern gameplay mechanics. You get a mix of sights aiming and a cover system along with secret-filled, pixelated levels reminiscent of the original Wolfenstein 3D. The level design is fantastic, linear yet naturally guiding you through the game, similar to the fluid gameplay of Half-Life 2. The world feels vast and immersive thanks to the clever design and the cover firing system, bringing back the thrill of old-school gunplay. One of the most memorable parts of the game is the horde moments. Picture yourself alone with a massive machine gun, fending off waves of enemies. These heart-pounding scenes capture the adrenaline rush of classic FPS games perfectly. The story is a roller coaster of action, betrayal, and camaraderie. The characters, both heroes and villains, are well developed, grounding the action in a believable world. The antagonists might seem stereotypical, but they add a whimsical humor that balances the intense narrative. The game's atmosphere is enriched by its top-notch audio and visual design. The audio pulls you into the war-torn world, while the visuals maintain the aesthetic of the original games with high-fidelity graphics that were impressive at the time. However, not everything is perfect. The later sections featuring zombies or shamblers don't have the same excitement as the initial stages. The plot loses momentum towards the end, wrapping up hastily. In terms of difficulty, the game is well balanced. On normal difficulty, it provides a fair challenge, but it can be brutally tough on higher settings. Lower difficulties are more forgiving, letting you enjoy the story without too much frustration. Despite some shortcomings, Wolfenstein: The Old Blood shines through. It's a game that bridges the gap between old-school charm and modern game design. Even years after its release, it deserves recognition for its depth and variety within the FPS genre. Revisiting Wolfenstein: The Old Blood reminds us why it's a forgotten gem. Whether it's the stealthy exploration, the ominous German music, or the intense firefights, it's a game worth experiencing again. It's more than just a game. It's a testament to an era where the past and present of gaming combine to create something truly memorable. So, if you're considering diving back into a classic FPS or experiencing it for the first time, Wolfenstein: The Old Blood is definitely worth your time in 2021. Life is Strange. Life is Strange lets you play as 18-year-old Max Caulfield, who discovers she can rewind time after a vivid dream of a storm destroying her town, Arcadia Bay. The story is the game's main attraction, split into 5 episodes, each lasting 1.5 to 3 hours. You'll reconnect with an old friend, solve the mystery of a missing girl, and deal with life and death, all while figuring out how your rewind power affects the universe. The gameplay is simple but engaging. It's a point-and-click adventure with a focus on dialogue and item interactions. Every decision you make impacts the story, emphasizing a butterfly effect. The unique rewind mechanic lets you change the outcome of conversations and solve puzzles in creative ways. Graphically, the game has a unique watercolor look, fitting its artistic theme. The sound design is fantastic, with a soundtrack that perfectly captures teenage angst and modern life. The music and voice acting enhance the emotional experience. Life is Strange offers a compelling story and solid gameplay. In conclusion, Life is Strange is an emotionally charged, narrative-driven game that's highly recommended. Despite its few shortcomings, it's a must-play, especially for those who enjoy deep, story-rich games. It's a solid 10 out of 10 for me.
No way!
Don't ever touch me again, freak!
Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Mass Effect Legendary Edition is a remastered collection of the original Mass Effect trilogy, bringing the beloved Sci-Fi RPG series into modern gaming with enhanced graphics and gameplay improvements. The story centers on Commander Shepard, a customizable character who navigates a galaxy filled with diverse alien species and complex political situations. Your choices significantly impact the story, affecting relationships and events across all 3 games. The remaster offers updated 4K graphics, improved textures, and better lighting, making the galaxy look stunning. The first game, in particular, received the most improvements, with enhanced controls, better camera angles, and the removal of some frustrating gameplay mechanics. Gameplay remains a mix of third-person shooting and rich narrative choices. The improved weapon handling and smoother combat make the experience more enjoyable. All previously released DLCs are included, adding even more content to explore. In conclusion, Mass Effect Legendary Edition is a must-play for fans of the series and newcomers alike. It successfully brings a classic series into the modern era, providing hundreds of hours of engaging gameplay and storytelling. If you love sci-fi adventures, this collection is definitely worth your time. Nier Automata. released in 2016, is an action-packed game developed by Platinum Games. It's a blend of various genres including action, platforming, RPG elements, and beat-em-up mechanics, all seamlessly integrated into one unforgettable experience. The game's combat system is incredibly satisfying, with flashy combos reminiscent of titles like Devil May Cry and Bayonetta. You play as multiple characters throughout the story, starting with the android 2B. Each character has a unique playstyle, which keeps the gameplay fresh as you progress through different playthroughs. The narrative is one of the game's strongest points, featuring deep, thought-provoking themes such as existentialism and nihilism. The characters are well-developed and engaging, making you care about their journeys and interactions. The story unfolds over multiple playthroughs, each revealing new perspectives and plot details. Nier Automata also offers an open-world experience. Though it's not vast, there are many side quests and hidden items to find, which add depth to the story and the world. Some side quests have significant emotional payoffs, making them worth pursuing. Visually, the game boasts beautiful art direction and stunning visuals, complemented by a breathtaking soundtrack that perfectly captures the mood of the game. The sound design and music elevate the emotional impact of the narrative. Customization is another key aspect, allowing you to upgrade weapons, enhance abilities, and modify your combat loadout to suit your playstyle. The combat flows seamlessly between melee and ranged attacks, providing numerous ways to approach each encounter. Nier Automata is a game that stands the test of time. Its unique blend of genres, compelling story, and memorable characters make it a standout title. Whether you're revisiting it or experiencing it for the first time, Nier Automata is definitely worth playing, even years after its release. Red Dead Redemption 2. Now this is one of the most obvious games on this list, probably not just a 10 out of 10, but 10 out of 11, because it over-delivers. Red Dead Redemption 2, even 6 years after its release, stands as one of the most visually stunning games ever made. The world is incredibly detailed, from the way Arthur's footprints sink into the snow to the unique skinning animations for various animals. The facial animations and character interactions are realistic, making conversations feel emotional and human. The level of detail in NPCs' daily routines and the vast interactive open world still set a high standard in gaming. The story of Red Dead Redemption 2 is considered one of the best in video game history. The writing and character development, especially of the protagonist Arthur Morgan, are top-notch. Arthur's journey and growth throughout the game, alongside interactions with other gang members and side characters, create a deeply immersive narrative. The game's story is lengthy, around 60 hours, but it's filled with quality content and emotional moments, making every hour worth it.
Anyway, I got caught by some hill country sheriff stealing...
The gameplay is straightforward, but incredibly satisfying. The combat mechanics, while not overly complex, are fun, with a variety of weapons to choose from. The Deadeye mechanic, allowing you to slow down time and target enemies, adds a unique twist to the shooting gameplay.
Deadeye system.
The open world of Red Dead Redemption 2 is vast and diverse, offering activities like hunting, fishing, bounty hunting, and dueling. The honor system adds depth, affecting how the world and characters respond to Arthur's actions. The dynamic interactions with the world and the multitude of side missions ensure there's always something new to explore.
Let's go, quick!
Finally, Red Dead Redemption 2 remains one of the best games ever made, unmatched in many aspects of storytelling, presentation, and gameplay. The game often goes on sale, but even at full price, it's a worthwhile investment. If you're looking for an immersive open-world experience with a compelling story and rich gameplay, Red Dead Redemption 2 is a must-play. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, developed by Eidos Montreal, has faced skepticism since its reveal, especially after the disappointment of the Avengers game. However, it has managed to carve out its own space as a single-player, story-driven action-adventure game. The game excels in capturing the essence of the Guardians of the Galaxy, from the portrayal of characters and their relationships to the excellent 80s rock soundtrack. It nails the vibe of the source material. The game's world is visually stunning, with detailed animations and realistic facial expressions that enhance dialogue and interactions. The game's story doesn't focus on the origin of the Guardians. Instead, it starts with the team already established and deals with their adventures as they face a galactic threat. The character dynamics are the heart of the experience, with each Guardian having a well-defined backstory and personality. The writing is humorous and engaging, making interactions enjoyable. Player choices and dialogue add depth to the narrative, influencing character relationships and story details. You control Star-Lord in combat, but you can command the other Guardians, each with their unique abilities. Combat is fun, though not very challenging. The Deadeye mechanic, which slows down time for precision shooting, adds a unique twist. The game also features light exploration and puzzle solving, utilizing the abilities of different Guardians to progress through levels.
Or something. Or join the cult. So let us investigate.
Finally, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy may not do anything revolutionary, but it delivers a solid, enjoyable action-adventure experience that stays true to the spirit of the source material. It's a straightforward, linear game that offers a refreshing break from the RPG and open-world formulas dominating the market. If you're a fan of the Guardians or looking for a fun, narrative-driven game, it's worth picking up in 2024. Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima is a third-person open-world action-adventure game set during the Mongol invasions of Japan in the 13th century. The game focuses on expansive environments, complex melee combat, stealth action, and RPG mechanics. The story follows Jin Sakai, a young samurai, during the Mongol invasion of Tsushima. After a devastating defeat, Jin adopts unconventional tactics to fight back, conflicting with his samurai principles. The narrative explores themes of tradition versus change and is inspired by classic samurai films. While the main story is compelling, side missions are also deep and interesting, reminiscent of The Witcher 3. The gameplay includes a mix of main missions, side missions, and various open-world activities like enemy outposts and shrines. The combat system is built around light and heavy attacks, blocking, and parrying with a focus on breaking enemy stances. The game also features a unique stagger, mechanic, and special standoffs that add tension to encounters. Stealth gameplay involves sneaking, assassinations, and using various tools like bows and bombs. While functional, it lacks some advanced features like contextual takedowns and body hiding. However, the tools provided can be very useful when upgraded. The game has an extensive upgrade system for abilities, weapons, and armor. Players can unlock new techniques, improve fighting stances, and enhance stealth tools. Exploring the world rewards players with items that increase health, resolve, and other stats. Ghost of Tsushima is visually stunning, with vivid environments and dynamic weather effects. Finally, Ghost of Tsushima is an incredible experience with a well-written story, solid gameplay mechanics, and a gorgeous open world. While it has some minor flaws in stealth mechanics and occasional technical hiccups, the game offers a highly enjoyable adventure. Witcher 3. Do you like open-world games with great stories and interesting gameplay? Do you enjoy characters in a fantasy setting? If so, you should check out The Witcher 3. This game has a fantastic story featuring Geralt of Rivia, a monster slayer, as he searches for his adopted daughter, Ciri, while trying to stop a dangerous group called the Wild Hunt. The world is huge and filled with things to explore. There are different weapons, armor, plants, and enemies. The combat is easy to learn but hard to master. On harder difficulties, the game makes you think more about how you fight. You have 2 swords, one for humans and animals, and one for monsters. You also have 5 magic spells and can make bombs, potions, and oils to help you in battles. The combat system mixes these elements well. You can dodge, parry, and counterattack enemies. There are also skills you can learn to make Geralt stronger. The game gives you many ways to customize your playstyle. The story is amazing, with well-developed characters and a plot that makes sense. Even if you haven't played the earlier games, you can still enjoy this one. The characters are memorable, and each quest feels unique. The main quest is long and well-paced, with lots of interesting side quests. The Witcher 3 is very immersive. The world feels real, and the characters interact in believable ways. If you didn't like the game at first, try playing it without any distractions and focus on the story and atmosphere. The game pulls you in and makes you feel like you are part of the world. The audio design is excellent, with a great soundtrack and detailed sound effects. The music and sounds make the game even more engaging and help create a realistic atmosphere. Finally, The Witcher 3 is a masterpiece. The story, characters, combat, exploration, world design, and audio all come together to create an unforgettable experience. It's worth every penny, especially when it goes on sale with the DLCs. If you love stories and immersive worlds, The Witcher 3 will keep you entertained for hours. So yeah, Witcher 3 is another 10 out of 10 gem. Before I end the video, here are some more obvious 10 out of 10 games. Elden Ring, God of War 2018, Spider-Man 2,
There's no stopping the prophecy!
Bloodborne, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, Dark Souls, Sleeping Dogs, Mafia 2,
Started a fucking war.
Mafia Definitive Edition, Horizon Forbidden West, Gears of War 2, Alright, this finishes our list of 30 greatest 10 out of 10 games that you absolutely can't miss. If I have missed any of your favorite games, then let me know in the comments. Also, if you have made it this far, then please subscribe as I'm close to reaching 14,000 subscribers. So, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.